Happy Tuesday.
Hello.
We got Transcendental Tuesdays, but we're doing a Fab Four tonight.
Yay.
Yay. We got
You
Sheila,
I love it.
Messenger, Sheila, Carol, Soul Writer, Carrie. Yay. So glad to have you ladies on here.
Are you guys rocking and rolling tomorrow?
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
What
we
time
are.
is that?
5:00
5?
Eastern time. Yes.
God, I hope I get done with work earlier so I can listen.
Well, eventually it's going to get moved a little bit later, so it's not always going to be that early. So
I gotcha.
yeah, we'll probably move it.
Hello, Dale and Allison, Joe, whoever's all here. Hi, Jane. Evening. So anyway, if anyone has channels, otherwise I can pop them in. But Carrie, yours is, if you just search Tarot Soul Writer, it would probably pop up, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Should.
It
Yeah.
will. Yep.
Dragonfly Crystals, Spirit Messenger. So subscribe, like, share, blah. All that good stuff.
All the good stuff.
So what's on the minds of people's?
Lots of stuff.
Other stuff?
Right.
Got a question you want to rock and roll with there, Valerie? You were talking behind the scenes.
Well, yeah. I kind of wanted to look at, there was a secret ballot that the GOP had, and they voted Kevin McCarthy. They kind of gathered together and decided he could be, Speaker of the House. And it's not official till they actually vote in January 2023 when the Congress convenes. But when the new Congress convenes. But I wanted to see, will he actually become Speaker of the House? Because
January 3rd.
it can happen.
I know, right? This is so,
It's just the nomination. So.
yeah,
A
this is so
nomination.
early to do all that stuff already.
Ballot nomination, but maybe he's putting the cart before the horse, as Nancy Pelosi likes to say.
Right.
I just want to check in on that.
Kevin McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy.
Kevin McCarthy.
Well, there's probably some horse trading going on.
Horse trading. Big time.
I don't think the far right wants him, though. But
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Everything I've sensed before, I tossed my cards already, but
Mhm.
legal issues are going to change the trajectory of the House. I have the Six of Swords that's moving on to calmer. I have legal issues coming in with the Knight of Swords, and then I have walking away from that path. Many things are going to come to light, and there's going to be a lot of conflicts and messaging in the news with the GOP. A lot of things are going to come to light in the next 2 months. These are all the conflicts and battles within the GOP, and then all the messaging coming out and everything we hear. And then I'm seeing Democrats controlling in January. Strength, government, united. That's not the GOP. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I see definite conflict there with the Three of Swords and the levers reversed. But he's got a lot of hope to get in there because it looks like they're probably going to take it. But there's going to be a lot of infighting within the GOP. So some want him, some don't. Other people are vying for it. But I don't know. The GOP is having a lot of problems right now.
Let them eat themselves.
Yeah. I'm getting something similar because I get that he also is trying to manipulate behind the scenes these are the cards under the situation. So for me, that's big manipulation, but he's really deeply associated with Trump is what I'm getting here. And the outcome is this is not a concluding thought. Like this is not a finish or done deal. I do get eventually he walks away with the 8 of Cups, and here's that conflict within the party itself.
Yeah.
So I did pull the unicorn from Andrea's deck. So I'm wondering if that's like, oh, maybe a little magic will happen for the Democrats too. You know, that's kind of what I'm hoping this means. But as far as him and his own party, I get him walking away from this.
Mhm. I get similar.
Walking away.
They're feeling like, he feels like he's getting away with something great. Look at this.
Yeah.
In the night.
That doesn't look good.
But
Oh, he's
yeah.
gonna
Ouch.
Oh,
Ouch.
ow.
Goodbye,
Ouch.
Kevin.
Ooh.
Nice.
Not feeling good.
Ousted.
No. He thinks he's going to pull a magic bullet out of his hat and be sitting pretty. But no. Boom, ba-doo, la la.
Judgment upon them.
Mhm.
Yeah. So something is not going to work out eventually.
Yeah.
Cool. So Dale's asking about Poland.
Yeah.
Well, there was news already that Intel says Poland did send the missile. So I guess we can go to that. I did have a banner started. Is this going to trigger Article 5, or there's going to be some talking? I guess Jen's, what's her name? The Secretary of Defense? Stoltenberg? Is that who it is? Jen Stoltenberg? They're going to have a meeting tomorrow.
Mhm.
Okay.
But they have to find out. They have to find out if it was intentional or not.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. If it was intentional,
So NATO members are having a meeting tomorrow, I see.
yeah.
Right.
So anyway, what's the repercussions from this Poland strike? Some speculate it has to do with grain or something, since it hit a field.
Yeah.
Oh, before we get, well, I better not say anything and get your minds elsewhere. Concentrate on this one. Article 5, Poland strike is going to help us.
I had to do it again.
Okay. I'm seeing arguments among the countries here. This is going to be difficult conversations. So I got the Queen of Cups in the middle of the oh crap moment when you strike an Article NATO member, and there's going to be conflicts and arguments how to move forward with the Five of Swords. And then I have the Magician or my Creator. So that's kind of like it doesn't feel like the U.S. Okay, the Creator. It feels like the Poland representative. And it's a man, I think, here, with the King of Wands here. So there's going to be some kind of negotiations going to happen. But there's severe burdens in the background here with the Eight of Swords, Knight of Coins, and the Ten of Wands. So they don't want a war, right? They're going to be patient. They're going to try diplomacy is what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing any direct action. More intel. So what do you guys see?
Could I go off of that?
Yeah, go.
Sure.
Because I get something similar. I get, as far as the strike, there was something very emotional or inconsistent, or it wasn't. I don't think that this was actually planned in a rational way, but might have been like an emotional, like it just. Yes, there's planning involved, but it was like off the cuff. Is kind of what I'm feeling, and they also want to avoid jumping the gun. So I do get them walking away from the battle initially. And I got the King of Wands as well. So maybe this is Poland. I get them setting boundaries. So I think that's the NATO thing. Like they read them the riot act. Like, here you go. Like one more, if it happens one more time, then you're really in trouble. You're timeout, but there is like a peace thing here. Like you said, negotiation. I do get that they want to keep balance and that they're not really ready to make a decision. The decision card was upside down. So this is like a delicate balance, I think, that they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Can I go? I've got which one is this? The Ten of Wands here. So the army the people that Putin's using to fight his war, they really don't know what they're doing. So they're kind of burdened and they're not sure how to use the equipment here with the hangman. They're sort of left out there. But I've got the Ten of Swords here too. So this was a very, very bad move, whether it's a mistake or not. They hit a NATO country. I've got the Devil also, which is next to the Emperor. And so, it's sort of like, this is his war. It is Putin's fault. It doesn't matter. This is his thing, one way or another. And they're a little bit concerned about it now. And NATO is ready to go in there with the Chariot if they have to. But I think they may go with maybe diplomacy first, see if that works, because we don't want World War III. But that's kind of what I got. But, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got similar. I have, some kind of, fiery message coming out over it. A little bit of feeling like this energy that just happened. They're not sure whether it's actually planned or not. Maybe, like you did say, it's spur of the moment. It just seemed to happen. But I think they had a lot of ambition. This is what I'm getting from that. But I think they thought it would open new possibilities for them. And I feel like in some ways, it probably did in their view. But somebody is coming in and looking at it all. And I think they don't want to disturb the status quo right now. Somebody's trying hard to make a decision about what to do diplomatically, but they feel tied up about how to approach the situation so that they don't cause more, accelerate the situation. And that's kind of where it's at. I mean, they don't know what to do. They're all like, how should we respond?
Right.
Yeah. That's literally like the decision card was upside down. Like they can't make a decision.
They can't really. It's hard.
Yeah.
Because they don't know. Was it on purpose? Was it not on purpose? I mean,
and there was something erratic that I felt underneath it. Like it wasn't like this long-term plan. Like, okay, let's do this. It was, I don't know how to quantify it with words, but I just feel like there's something erratic and off with the whole incident.
Yeah.
The conscripts. So I don't think they're.
You want to check in why Lavrov went to the G20 and not
Oh yeah.
VP?
Well, probably because Putin steps in there and he's going to get a huge tongue lashing. They're going to go after him. He won't go. He's a coward. He's like
So
45.
So he's in the bunker, huh?
Probably.
Yeah.
They wouldn't. Yeah, he would hate
He
that.
doesn't want to put himself in a situation where he can get criticism in his face.
I know.
And then it'd be across the, news. Everyone hear about it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and if he gets charged with war crimes and stuff, they're gonna
Exactly.
Right.
have to find him. And yeah, he'd be in some trouble. Yeah, it'd be easy to find him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Joe said and Lavrov left early.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he did. He
Hmm.
probably got some.
According to Joe G here.
Maybe they found out that they had bombed Poland and he had to get out of Dodge. Uh-oh.
Probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Right. Got some trolls.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm getting there the Russian government is trying to change the messaging by using war strength yet with these missiles, because that's all they got. So Page of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. That just feels like they're trying to change the messaging and show strength military-wise. There's something to do with some kind of messaging, just to put the word out. But anyway, then I have the Chariot, 10 of Swords, and 10 of Cups. They can't move on. Russia cannot move on with it's like they're pulling away from what they wanted. So
Yeah.
this is taking charge, but it's centered with all this chaos. They can't. This kind of like negates the outer two with that 10 of Swords. And then I have this war is not going to end. It's going to end soon. Knight of Cups, Tower, and complete loss and disaster.
Mhm.
These are two of my worst cards here.
Mhm.
The angels are coming in. This is going to end real soon.
Mhm.
What I'm getting here. Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's losing.
I kind of got the same thing. Oh, go ahead, Carrie.
Well, I was just going to say, I get the Emperor reversed. The fact that he's in a weakened position, and
Very much.
very, very much. And I even pulled the arrow going down, like
Yeah.
he's guilty. And then the World and the Star card kind of, they're taking control. And
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I got something similar using your cards, Scott.
Oh, cool. Same thing.
Yes, I've got them. So I see like loss and something broken, so tossed aside. It's pretty much like, these people, he's finding out that something happened to Poland. So we've got the young military learning, the people out there doing this. And I don't know that they expected it. So I think he had to get out of Dodge, because we do have, this one says structure, government authority and education, the farm, June 6th. So it's like and it did hit a farm, didn't it? It did hit the grain or something.
Farmland and everything.
yeah.
So I pulled from a different deck, and I got the Two of Pentacles reversed. So everything's off balance right now. And then with the 10 of Cups, they want to claim like, oh, it wasn't us. We're fine. We're doing what we're supposed to do. But with the 10 of Cups, no, the 8 of Cups here. Why am I getting them confused? Okay, 8 of Cups. I know, it's like cups. All right. but this one, he had to walk away. He had to get out of there. They need to regroup. He didn't have an answer, and they may have asked him, what happened? Why did this happen? I'm sure they all got word while they were there, so he didn't have the answers.
Right. And I got the 10 of Swords. And while he was over there, I think this is what happened. He was really trying to build a foundation for a better communication with everyone and a better position. But really, he had to leave feeling like he was the odd man out.
Mm-hmm.
They really were trying to reinvent themselves in everyone's eyes in the world by sending him Lavrov. And, they were trying to love us, we're wonderful. And I think this just shows they wanted a new beginning with everyone. But at the end of the day, this is how everybody sees them.
Yeah.
This is what people see and think. But they were trying to reimagine themselves, reimage themselves, repackage themselves. And I asked why did they send Lavrov instead of asking why Putin didn't go. So
Right.
I got all the cards about Lavrov, not Putin. But
Well,
They might pull an article for no-fly zone.
mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like there's steps coming.
Yeah.
I mean, they got to stop this. In one way. Hi, Amy. What?
I know. Maybe we have to
This-
keep giving some money to and arms to Ukraine because I think Russia, they're using old equipment and everything too, so they're not going to be able to keep this going.
They have no equipment.
Yeah.
Well, you can see the last 2 weeks, the only thing they've been doing is
Missiles. That's it.
missiles. Yeah.
Yeah.
From distance. Thank you, Deanne.
Oh,
Yeah, my grandbaby is gorgeous. Such huge eyes.
very gorgeous.
All the pictures. Very
Cute as a button. Such a wide open face, like an old soul. So
Yes, she is.
right there, you can see she's right behind the eyes there. That
Mhm.
soul.
I was very happy she's got I was born on a Tuesday, she was born on a Tuesday, and we have the same life path number if
Aw.
using numerology. So,
Aw,
and she kind of looks like me as a baby
maybe
too.
you'll be her mentor as she gets older.
Maybe. But it's great to be. The legacy lives on in other genes.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. Cecilia wants to know Warnock or Walker.
Warnock.
What do you-
The answer to that one. It's not going to be Walker. Come on.
I just saw another one of his videos. I don't know what in the world. I couldn't even recreate to you like what he was talking about. Like it was
Oh.
gibberish. I was like, what is happening here?
Right.
All right.
The voters don't want to deal with these people. So I don't see it happening. All right, let's see. All right. Okay.
Wow.
Come on.
Weird.
All right, well, that doesn't tell me
I don't
at
know.
all. Wait a minute.
I always look for. So, when I'm trying to see who wins, Democrats are cups for me, and wands are Republicans. Oddly enough, I got a ton of women cards coming out, so I think maybe the women are going to talk again, or they're going to bring up the whole abortion issue much more. But as far as cups go, I got all Warnock for far as cups. But female cards dropped out big time. The female probably going to come out to vote for Warnock, but Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups.
Yep.
So I see a tower coming, Ten of Swords for Walker. Tower, complete loss, failures.
Mhm.
But I do see a lot of money coming in for the Republicans. Really want him to win because I mean, even though this is just another, it doesn't matter as far as control, but it's huge because
Yeah.
if you have another seat for the 2024, that's one more extra. That's huge to have control for 6 more years on
Mhm.
that side.
Yes.
Yeah, I see Warnock.
Yeah. So for Warnock, I got the Lovers, I got the Ace of Coins, and I got the Knight of Blades. And for Walker, I got the Four of Swords, the Six of Coins, and the Five of Cups. So I'm thinking no for Walker and yes for Warnock. So
Did you want to go, Val?
I got the star, which is my yes card for the Star of Hope uh, for Raphael Warnock, and I got the Nine of Wands, which is let's pick another card for Walker. I don't know. This is like he still thinks he won. I think but he's not going to win. Raphael Warnock.
Yeah.
He still thinks he won.
Mine's, I was gonna say mine was real easy. I got just going right to the chase here. Warnock, the Emperor,
Yeah.
and then he gets nothing. Walker gets nothing but conflict here.
Yeah.
All the other cards tell a whole story that basically lead up to that. So I'm getting Warnock.
Right.
It's still just funny. Four of Cups with Walker. I kind of still feel like he doesn't even know where he is.
That's
Like, I just have him like, what's happening?
Because they keep telling him, yeah, you really won. I mean, so and he believes it.
I know. I like literally just, that's what I felt around that card. Just like, what's happening?
That's exactly what I got out of that.
I mean, every time you listen to a little clip video of him speak, it's just like, really?
I know it's cheap.
I know. It's scary.
Is this who you want?
Passion for him because
He talks about nothing half the time.
yeah,
Nobody knows what he's talking about.
he's
See,
not
that's
a politician.
I was going to say that's what bewilders me about that last video I saw. Because here he is talking gobbledygook, and the people are like,
Yeah, like it's not like
And
it's
I'm
got
like,
foundation. Like
what's
you can
happening
take
here?
that to the bank. Take it to the bank.
Yeah, that was wonderful with Arizona.
Mhm.
I mean, when all's said and done, Minnesota, Wisconsin kept the Democratic governor. We got Pennsylvania's got a Democratic governor. There's a lot to be proud of. There are a lot of states
Yeah.
on the move up with Arizona too. Thanks, Charlene. I'm so happy to be a grandpa. I don't know when I can go see her again though. Busy. All right, back to Amy's. So when all's said and done, are the Dems going to keep the House?
Right.
The trajectory now with recounts, they're going to be down a couple as far as now.
It's going to be tight.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But we're looking at January. Could there be any movement up to January here?
I'm still thinking.
Ooh.
Depends on, I forget how many are still left. They would need to flip
Hmm.
some of the red ones.
Hmm.
Oh man.
I'm seeing there's going to be losses in the house. Chariot, Five of Cups, and being united. So there's like moving forward, there's going to be losses in the community. Okay. And then I have, which I feel my creator cards coming in, and the law and a different path. Page of Coins is my different path coming in. Changes possibly. The creator is DOJ, and here's the law with the Queen of Swords. I think people are going to get indicted.
I do too.
There's bad times coming up. I mean, I have my Duchess card was basically the Empress and the Star. So there's hope there. And there's going to be dark times and transitions and the Ten of Swords.
Hmm.
So that Ten of Swords is nightmares, painful endings. There's going to be disasters going on. I don't see this continuing.
I
Because
agree.
we know there was at least 35 House members communicating or involved with January 6th. If the DOJ doesn't take action, I'd be shocked.
Hmm.
I would be totally shocked. So what do you think?
You want me to go? Oh, you want to go? Go ahead.
I guess I'll go. Well, I see they were successful in the past, the Dems, definitely. But unfortunately, they are facing some losses right now. And because some of the houses haven't been, I mean, the seats haven't been called yet, we still have that mystery. We still don't know what's coming forward. But they'd like to hold on to it with the Six of Cups. But I do see the Six of Swords and some moving on. So some will not be there in the future. Some people will lose their seats, unfortunately. So,
Unfortunately,
is what I'm saying.
seriously, if
Yes.
MTG does not get indicted,
Oh, I was talking about the Dems winning the House. So, unfortunately, some of them will lose their seats, but I'm not talking about the other one, so I don't know. So
oh,
we'll see what happens. So
Yeah.
there's too many cases. I can't keep up with everything.
I asked the question straight up, like, will the Dems win? But I am getting a couple of different layers, kind of what Scott's getting. But the answer is, like, behind the scenes, there's some sort of agreement or something we don't know about. There's like some sort of an illusion. I'm wondering if these are indictments that are like behind the scenes or kind of locked up. So it's weird is I don't feel the Dems 100% worried. Because in the end, and I got this with my private reading too, I get almost a 50-50 split, but I think Republicans initially have the maybe like by 1 or by 2. Like I get it like super close, like very split because women are very upset at first. But then I get this unknown and something with money that's going to be like it's backwards. So I feel like there's something that's going to be unearthed here. Again, like something behind the scenes. So maybe what they're saying is in January, like they technically win, but there might be some changes because of these secrets like behind agreements and stuff behind the scenes. So I don't know. There's a lot of layers here. It's not, I don't know. You would think it's an easy question, but it's not necessarily simple.
Yeah, similar.
they're trying to cure ballots in those close races. You know, see if anyone out there that didn't pass, so that could change things. Oh,
Nope, my first card when I asked will the Dems win. So some stuff's going on. And I feel like then this reminds me of the GOP getting in there, feeling like they have it. But I feel like, something is going to happen, even though it looks like the GOP thinks they've got it. I think there's going to be movement and change afoot, and there's going to be some gossip coming out about everything. But I think they're going to get to it. They're going to get to it. There's going to be some new beginnings from whatever they talk about. They'll start investigating, and I think there's going to be some kind of an agreements to prosecute, and there's going to be someone who's going to make sure somebody creative and ambitious is going to come in and take care of it. Someone maybe in the Department of Justice. I don't know which level they'll get people on. So everybody,
Well, that
it doesn't really. I think at the end of the day, it's all going to level out.
That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I seen like in Texas, there was a whole bunch of voters that were suppressed and weren't allowed to vote.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. So I'm sure, lawsuits or whatever going to play out too. That sense a lot of chaos. But so Amy's asking about replacement and whatnot. And so the Constitution says the governor would appoint a senator. House members, there's nothing until there's another election. There's a special election for people that die, COVID, indicted, whatever. So it's empty until the governor starts a special election, as far as House members.
so not necessarily.
So like someone was saying last 2 years there was 4 people that weren't even in the house. A few died, one got indicted.
Right.
So there's always been movement.
Mhm.
And a lot of not to wish any death, but there's a lot of old people that are in Congress.
Attrition. Yeah, attrition happens.
Sims was worried if they could. Well, what the people in Florida turned away. Well, I know, right, Amy? I mean, there's a lot of people that turned away. It's the GOP. Okay, we did that one. We did that one. Okay. Senate question, please. Sinema and Manchin.
Okay.
I see something on Twitter. Biden should appoint Sinema to a position so Katie Hobbs can nominate a real senator.
I know they were talking about her, but I can't remember what they were talking about today. I heard her name a lot.
Yeah,
So
she didn't even help out anyone as far as rallies, talking. She's all for herself. This is crazy. What's going to happen with those two?
okay.
I think we can pretty much group them in because they're self-serving.
Yeah.
Send her to North Korea. Send her on a train ride with Tulsi Gabbard. Sinema and Manchin. Next 2 years.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I did group them together and I got something very interesting.
Crazy Karen.
So, all right. So, Sinema and Manchin, I've got the full here, and I love this full, but it's just kind of like they are really just doing their own thing. And I say that because with the Page of Pentacles, and look how he's staring at his little pentacle. It's just like, this is what I want to do, and I'm not going to listen to you. And what's he standing on? So, yeah, so he's pretty much doing that. The Democrats are going to suffer more losses because of that with the Three of Swords. And I love this because the way that it came out, let me hold it up right. The way that it came out, it's next to the Hanged Man, and this guy's sort of pointing his sword over at this guy. So they're kind of, you know, doing, yeah, because Manchin's all about the coal, and I don't know what Sinema's doing, but she's just kind of, she's over here. It's funny because this is like a female Page of Swords, so I feel like I've got both of them literally in here, just really focused on their own needs and not what the party needs. So it's just, I don't know. That's what I got. I just don't think that they're team players. They're just not.
Agree. I got them like having to defend their position because obviously they're voting for all the wrong things.
Yes.
You know, they have some kind of connection, the Lovers card, with not necessarily with each other, but with the GOP and the lobbyists. There's going to be a tower moment for them, and I see them going on to other collaborating, going on to other things because I get the death card, and that's, I asked about them together. So there's going to be a death of their ideals, a death of their way of creating whatever they do for their state, for their constituents. It's not going to be working anymore.
Go ahead.
Well, I took them separately because I didn't know we were going to take them together. And
You can do what you want. It's
yeah, and I just kind of said, would they support the Dems, just to kind of get an idea what side they'd be on. And Sinema, of course, I get her holding the money. So she's obviously, she's going where the money is going. And there must be some things coming out because I get her wanting to come back in the fold of the Democratic Party because she's carrying a lot of burdens. So that might be from, you know, her former dealings. It's almost like she's a free agent. She's kind of like saying, hey, if the Dems are willing to pay, you know, like I get her like kind of going like, hey, I'm a free agent now because I'm trying to get the burdens off my back. And I kind of laughed because the first card for Manchin was the boat. And I thought of his yacht, you know, but I don't know. I just saw Manchin in his yacht going, hey, he's trying to find calmer waters on that. And there's a lot of conflict around him. Again, I think the wind's blowing in a different direction. But he is like playing both sides. Because I get balance and the Four of Cups. So he doesn't want to make it public and cause the conflict, but he's really playing both sides of the fence. Whereas, like I said, Sinema is just like, I'm looking for pretty objects and whatever you want to give me, like my vote is yours. Like that's the feeling I'm getting.
That's why I got that death card next to their ambitions and goals and new ideas, because it's the death of what they've created right now, and they have to jump on the ship.
Yeah,
jump on it or beg to be part of it again, one way or the other. Yeah.
So I'm getting kind of a mix of everyone's. So like Carrie said, the Two of Pentacles, you're gonna play both sides.
Yeah.
They had their celebration, Toast of Cups, and also I'm getting the Sun here and Two of Cups and Ace of Swords. So they're both coming up for election in 2024. What comes out is going to change their attitude. Because in the end here, I have them playing along to look better. They're going to change their tune.
Oh.
Page of Wands, the Lovers, being united in the Democrats, King of Cups, Biden. I get what you're all saying, but when it
Mhm.
comes down to it, they want to get reelected.
Yes.
So it's the closer we get. But like you said, with that two of coins, they're going to do their own interest. But when the closer you get to 2024, they're going to flip their tune and try to get reelected. They're not going to go this opposite way.
Right.
So I have all these good cards, but I have conflict cards too.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, the Democrats are going to put someone else against her in Arizona. I think they're kind of stuck with Manchin in West Virginia or Virginia, wherever he's from.
Yeah.
It's going to be real tough to get another Democrat there. But I see them changing their tune. I mean, they're going to try to do what they need to do with that two of coins for money for their own celebration. But in the end, I had them going along to get reelected. Because things are going to change here with the GOP. If you go that route, you're going to go down.
Right.
That makes
I think
sense.
they're going to change eventually.
Mhm.
I mean, when I was listening to yours, I'm like, yeah. So I'm like kind of picking out a few what I'm saying, and like, we all kind of got it,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this one with Shockwave, but so it's accused of oh, that's right, I did hear about that. Okay, there's some graveyard shift kids found in the slaughterhouse cleaning. I can't remember where it was, at Minnesota or not Minnesota. I can't remember where it was, but there's some slaughterhouse and they were using child labor wherever it was, to clean, and it was just. I briefly read the story because I've been busy, but so what's going to happen with this child labor stuff in these slaughterhouses here?
Okay. Well, the Labor Department apparently is involved.
I would say FDA, right?
No, no, not FDA.
Is it?
Well, doesn't the FDA come in and inspect?
Isn't it about the working laws? Is it OSHA? No, working conditions. The people who go in.
It's Department of Labor.
It is Department of Labor. Okay.
You need to step back on this one, Sheila.
We're getting really close.
You don't have to.
We already touched it. Okay. No. Yeah, and I'm looking at the story. You guys can go ahead.
Their facilities were in Nebraska and Minnesota. Kids as young as 13.
It's unbelievable.
That's
I have not read this. I'm disgusted by this already.
Yeah.
Packers,
Definitely.
sanitation services for entertainment purposes only.
They
Bad
violated the
conditions.
Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938.
31 kids at
Prohibits-
least. Mhm.
Violation of OSHA.
Prohibits companies from employing children under the age of 14. Why would they do that anyway? I can't understand. There's like all these people that need jobs, and you're gonna pick kids.
Well, this is
Doesn't
after
even
the
make sense.
closed then, so a sanitation service firm used them.
They're going after a court injunction to stop Packer sanitation services.
So, how do you want to read on this? Scott,
What? Sorry.
how do you want to read on this? Did you want to?
How's the situation going to unfold?
Okay.
They're gonna
Yeah.
get in a lot of trouble.
Investigation.
People are gonna go to jail.
People going to jail. Going to get these kids out of there and help. No problem, Catherine. I did see Kevin and Andrea were on chatting away.
Yeah, they're gonna get a court injunction
JBS.
on
Oh my
them,
God.
and they'll be stopped from doing any work. and they'll be cleaning.
Oh yeah, the devil, greed. Oh,
Yeah.
the law comes in.
Breaking lots of laws. Let's do it. Let's take a look.
Well, thank God. Thank God they found this out. That's for sure. It's all about greed.
I wonder who owns this company. So, like, I know it says U.S., but I'm feeling like
Joe said it might be JBS company. I mean, I deliver JBS products.
you do.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
But they were saying too, it's a sanitation service, so maybe it's shut down at night, and this sanitation company comes in.
Right. A
Mhm.
third party contractor. And then they're going to say the packing companies are going to go, I don't know anything about this. We
Right.
contracted with this vendor and they come in and do this cleaning. We don't know who they are employing.
Right.
Wow. They apparently like went into the cafeteria at this company and the investigators and talked to a minor.
Oh my gosh.
Good Lord.
Yeah, people are going to be. This company is going to be. They might even shut this company down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna come in quick.
Yeah, I got they're going to have to take their toys and go. That's the bottom line.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm getting justice coming down first card, like right away.
Yeah.
And the leaders are going down, like they're going after the leaders. The leaders fall. They're not celebrating failure. I think they're good. They're gonna. It's gonna be taken care of. It's kind of what I'm getting.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep. They were getting away with it for a while. I've got the Eight of Cups. Yeah, heads are going to roll. Government's coming in. The Department of Labor. Yeah, they're actually seeing for themselves what's going on, so they can tell what's really happening, and they're looking at handling it from here. And okay. So
And I got the Queen of Swords, so they're going to cut right to the heart of this immediately. The Devil card, the avarice and greed that is around that, and the empathy from whoever is investigating and is going to bring this to some kind of conclusion because it's abhorrent and people can hardly stand it. And there's someone also with some very down to earth and practical wisdom for it. And I think things are going to move fast. 8 of Cups gone. Goodbye.
Yeah.
My cards are succinct.
I got lovers, hangman, 8 of Cups too. They're gonna find out they're connected, but I'm sensing out. So I got the Knight of Wands, 7 of Swords, and 3 of Wands. What I'm getting from that is the outsourcing of the cleanup. There is some deception, so it kind of feels like the company was kind of out of the loop. Like you said, we're saying like JBS to the sanitate. You know, there was some kind of deception there with the outsourcing of the
Cleaning service.
cleaning service.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was all about greed. Make the illusion with greed, Page of Swords, and Devil, and 7 of Cups is make the illusion of what they were doing. I don't. I kind of feel like the major packers didn't know, but everything will come to light. I had the Temperance too, Sheila.
yeah,
1 Temperance, 10 of Swords, and Strength. The law is firm. They will be facing. I didn't get the Justice card, but we know where that's going.
well, they were
Firm
Just-
there, but
Yeah.
I'm not really getting like JBS or other companies knew everything about this because like I said, I felt like outsourcing to me.
I kind of
Well-
got an image though of people still working in the plant while the kids came in and cleaned. So some people did know, but maybe they weren't the people in
Well,
charge.
I mean, yeah, some other people would know. I mean, I'm sure there's people going in and out.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
they
it's
were.
just horrible.
They've been ordered
Ooh.
to immediately halt nationwide.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so it was Nebraska and Minnesota.
Right.
They were working night shifts.
Yep.
So for PSSI and JBS meat plants. That's crazy. Who would let their child even do that? Oh my gosh. This just makes me mad.
I don't know.
I
As
know,
someone
right?
I used to work night school, I mean, it, obviously a different part of the country, but you'd be surprised how many kids are out there on their own, not just in the foster care system, but also what we would consider minors are they're kind of thrown out of their foster homes. I know that sounds
No.
kind of think like everything's fine and dandy, but for a lot of kids it isn't. So I could see how kids could be lured in if they could get a paycheck.
That's exactly what I kind of got this vision of these kids that are on their own and they just get, farmed in.
They
It's,
get farmed in.
it's almost like human trafficking, except it's little kids working.
Right.
Oh, good Lord.
Or it is human trafficking.
Speaking of trafficking and whatnot, Missouri's going through some things. They've been getting a lot of arrests for kids and trafficking. And so speaking of interesting stuff, let's go here.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh yes.
oh, you want us to have a humorous topic.
I know. I just
Right.
saw his video.
You want
It's
to change
so
the
funny.
So what came out today? So Hawley, before he was a senator, was AG in Missouri. There's criminal complaint come out tonight that proves under Hawley, I better look it up quick before I get too excited. Okay. Cole County, Missouri Judge John Beaton just ruled that Josh Hawley's Attorney General office purposely violated the law by concealing government communications off the government servers in order to prevent damage to his Senate campaign. So this has to do with child trafficking, all the bad things that were going on in the government.
Good Lord.
Everything he did under it was concealed, right? So information is coming out on Hawley. We already know he's a horrible person.
Oh, thank you.
Guilty,
In the middle of the day.
Clear enough.
We're done.
It's over.
I'm kidding. No. But yeah, I did pull it.
I think that's
So
so
saying.
what's going to go down with Hawley here? This is pretty much criminal when a judge finds and rules and all these investigations going on and what they did.
have you seen him recently on TV lately? He's talking about how I think it was him, how
Yeah,
Trump was so awful and they need to change now, and I'm like, what are you talking about? You were causing the trouble.
I know, right? He makes no sense, but
Yeah, he just went on and said that the GOP is basically in a death spiral, from the last vote. We've got to change now and all that.
but what about himself here?
Now it's like, resign, go away, let somebody else come in.
Oh, good point. Good point, Mimi. Briefly there, she said, well, it's good. JBS probably has security cameras on the cleaning crew. That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just, the way my cars land in senses, it feels like they were somehow out of the loop or plausible deniability kind of feeling.
I don't know. I don't think so. They're probably going to be in trouble.
Well, that would definitely shut down the meat industry.
Well,
Justice will be served.
it will be.
Okay, Josh Hawley, what's his future?
Okay. Let's see.
The Running Man. Mimi, the Running Man just hit a brick wall.
This one will be fun.
Well, I'll go. I think he's going to be in trouble. He's still looking at, what he's created and thinking it's going to turn into something. But it's, not. And, he still thinks he's going to ride to victory even when he's, bad things are starting to happen. But making money is his focus. But he's really going to be out in the cold soon. He's going to have lots of sleepless nights over this whole thing. His devilly things will come to light, and the high priestess is going to take care of it all for him. So, at the end of the day, I get the base of the deck.
Oh, wow.
I might need it.
I don't know that he'll actually be prosecuted for anything. Of course, we didn't ask that question, but
I know that. Yeah, I just did a general throw on him. The law is going to come after him, and the truth will come out. But I didn't get nothing about jail time indictments.
no.
What he covered up with the magician here, creator, the law is going to be looking at him. The truth will come out with the Ace of Swords.
Right.
There will be some kind of, it feels more personal of a loss.
Censured or
Oh,
ousted.
yeah, I had the fire of cops,
Yeah.
the news coming out, and then the Democrats will take care of him. So yeah, I'm not seeing,
I don't, even with the high priestess and everything, I don't really have any, justice cards or anything to show that he's, other than having nightmares.
Yeah. Well, I've got something interesting.
yeah, it does.
I've got the what to believe card because he's been doing all this other stuff that we didn't see until now, but got the blue card. So yes, the Dems. He's trying to be all wonderful right now, but he's got all of this stuff coming up because guess what came out again? Guilty popped back out again.
He's guilty.
Yep. And the house is upside down. So there's going to be change. Lightning's going to strike him, and it's coming soon.
It's coming from all directions.
Time is coming. Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, I'd say
Order better cards.
it's mine.
Those were perfect.
Yeah.
I'm getting something similar, but I also get this level of like the Republicans don't want him. Like there's a break in that partnership as well. So I think that might be why he's trying to play nice, because he doesn't have that stability. But there's so much arrogance here that I'm getting. Like when you said, does he think he's going to be successful? I get that too.
Yeah.
But all right, this I'm not 100% sure, but I get something coming up with women or a woman or beautiful women. I don't know if this is something like personal in his life, sexual. I don't know what this is, but I get this sense of beautiful women. So I don't know if that's something personal that comes up because the Republicans don't want him either. And I do get the death card reverse for me is like death, like for me, the way I read it. And his star is fallen because this is a reversal.
I got death in the star too.
Well,
I don't know if I showed the star, but
yeah,
you
have the star too, yeah. And I have it upside down in Andrea's deck.
Red in reverse. Yeah. But I like her.
You had the lightning.
I guess I should have shown it. I didn't think it was relevant. You mentioned a woman.
Yeah.
So in my past position, I put them away already, but I had King of Cups, Queen of Cups, and I can't remember the last card, but it was like cooperation.
Oh.
So that is kind of like the wife.
Oh, and that would be the Empress. The Empress is often
Yeah.
the wife.
You know, and he was married.
The king and queen of cups are the husband and wife, or very close relationship. So I think this female that you tapped into, I mean, I had it too, but I'm like, that's in the past. But it's showing collusion, some kind of, working together there. So I think you tapped in. I guess I should have said something.
Keep getting the lightning.
Oh, Jesus. These people.
Block.
Yeah, but I didn't get jail or anything with justice, though, just to say the truth.
Yeah, I didn't see justice either, but they're.
I got guilty.
But you got
maybe it's just that it's going to be a long time in coming. Maybe.
Yeah, down the road, maybe.
Down the road.
So everyone's getting in front of Fannie Willis. No one's been able to delay. Brian Kemp was there today. Lindsay has to testify. Someone else has to testify too.
Yes.
So, want to see what Brian Kemp had to say?
Yeah, he's the governor.
I'm gonna try. I haven't played with Andrea's cards for a while.
Yeah.
Let's see what her cards have to say. Then he's the hermit. Okay. Brian Kemp in front of the special grand jury.
The comments out there.
Oh, I didn't say don't harm him.
I'm getting he was truthful. Because I got the whistleblower card. So I got him truthful, and then I got he flipped on the bad guy. So this card came up. There's a change in course. He talked. Otherwise, there was. And then I had this. This is feeling like scattered talk. So he kind of tried to, not say everything, but I think he had to. And then I have Andrea's red card, which means courage to me. I wrote on it, blood, love, courage. I'm getting courage. So I think he was truthful. He put some links together of what happened. So I think he was pretty much truthful and tried not to say what he had to, but he didn't want to go to prison. The Fanny's not messing around.
Can I go next? Because I got something similar, except that I got like the partial truth because my page of cups is reversed, and then I pulled Andrea's card truth upside down.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I told the truth, but not all of the truth, or I whittled around the truth. And I think that was supported by the 5 of cups. Like I gave up 3 cups, but I got 2 cups behind me, maybe that. So maybe there was something he kind of held back. But he gave what he needed to give to get away from this battle, because literally how you said it, he didn't want to go to jail. I literally pulled that. And I did get at the base of the pack, the lover's card. So there was an agreement. So he definitely gave up some goods.
Yeah. That's what I seen with that scattered upper one, however Andrea did it, but it had all the. Yeah. So it's like it made me feel like scatterbrained, or not saying everything whole.
Well, I also got the red card in karma. I got the house again. So, she's cleaning house. She wants to get to the bottom of this. I do have the target and chaos. So he had to get in there and tell the truth because of all the chaos that 45 caused. and pretty much let's just see. Yeah. I got the
The
little
letter.
letter here. So agreements. Oh yeah, Coward's right here too. So he may not have wanted to do
Oh,
that,
good.
but yeah. Oh yeah. And then I'll stop pulling. So yes, I got this. So there's the
Fanny
it's
is not playing.
It's justice. So he's gonna have to.
You go, girl. It's like I wonder why all the rest of these other AGs didn't jump on board with all these other fake electors.
Mhm.
Right?
I got, things are going to happen really fast. He's really going to, speak. He spoke the truth. What he said is going to meet its target. He felt compelled to say everything.
Mhm.
And I feel like he wishes, things were different because he is, a Republican, but at the end, he feels the loss of things, but Justice Card, he's really doing what he needed to get done. He's still nostalgic for the way maybe the GOP or GOP leaders could be. I think he's probably more moderate than, the Trumper kind. And that's what I got.
Cool. Well, if you're not honest, you're going to prison. Fanny's not messing around.
Oh, no.
No, she's not.
She's taking off.
So I guess some of the Supreme Court were at some Federal Society event.
Ugh.
They're being honored.
Being honored for taking away our rights.
Right?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So I guess I'm just going to look at the
We
Supreme
should
Court.
read
Right now.
sometime on the Federalist Society itself.
I have to break out the crows for that.
I know. I'll have to get my deck of characters out for that.
It's kind of like the committee, they came out with information that I don't know, one of the House committees, I can't remember, oversight or something, definitely found out that 45 grift from other countries.
Yep, $700K.
We already paid $750K for
Yeah.
the inauguration committee.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
DC AG. They settled for $750,000.
They can't. The Supreme Court justices can't actually attend something like that, can they?
They're
Because
not supposed to. But they do, right?
they're supposed to be the scales of justice are blind and
I think you can accept some honorary. You can go to some events like that, but I know there's ethics also. So I don't know if it violated any of their stuff.
Not who brought you in.
Well, I mean, they can go to some things, but you have. I mean, I don't know. They're a different branch. I'm not sure what the rules are over there, but it's the same
they
similar to the other branches.
Can they really go for being honored for voting a certain way? Because that kind of
Okay.
It does feel awful. I just can't. I'm not.
It is.
I don't like it.
I use it.
And them saying, "Well, we're going to honor you for your outstanding
It wasn't
judicial
right.
wisdom, but not a particular thing." So maybe they're framing it differently.
It feels
This is what I got with Andrea's cards.
Yeah.
They have to go because they were gifted to the court.
Oh man.
Okay.
The secret money, pulling the rabbit out of the hat, they were gifted to be on the court. So it's kind of like they have to be honored to go there.
Oh,
But things are going to change. I have guilty, loss, and bad guys.
oh,
So there's going to be a change to the card here coming up because of what they did. The truth is coming out. It has something to do with communications. I am getting a strong pull to Clarence. So the truth is going to come out about communications going sideways.
Yeah.
I think it's Ginny and for sure, and then Alito's definitely involved too.
Yeah. Well,
They
this,
all drank the Kool-Aid from the past. It's going to be negative.
I know. I hate that so much. Roe versus Wade, I can't talk. Literally saved my sister's life.
mhm.
I'm just going to say that. So
Yep.
I'm very upset that this has been overturned.
Me too.
So yeah, so they're out there celebrating what they're doing there. With a page of sticks, they're just gonna, like walking with their big sticks. And here they're being honored for taking away our rights. I'm not mad at all. Not mad. Okay. So, but yes, I am. That's why. Okay. So the balance, I'm being facetious. So yes, we need to get the balance back on this court because it's very, they're just taking things. I don't know why they were honored personally. I can't understand it.
I kind of asked why they did this, and kind of like what Scott was saying. Here's the women with the high priestess, but money was thrown at them. But this is also like they were afraid of their financial future if they didn't go because they were in bed with them with the lovers card. So it was kind of like what Scott was saying. They kind of had to go because this was their agreement. And the overall philosophy were men are superior, are above, but their star is going to fall soon. Because this is a reverse star.
Oh,
So it kind of, and that's why they win.
well,
They knew what they were doing, and we're against the judges. Yeah, I don't believe. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Valerie.
I got that they were they reached the pinnacle, the Federalist Society, with controlling the Supreme Court for entertainment purposes only, and even who was involved.
You put a little space on there.
Right.
They
wanted to really enjoy their blossoms that they created. They felt that they were going to have a full resurrection. But here's Compass coming in to lead them in a different direction. A night on a mission to the gold mine, but a dragon shows up. And a demon. So they sent in the repairmen and then they sent these people to an island after all is said and done. So they're going to the island.
This is mine. Yeah.
No,
that sounds. No,
I take it. Like, subscribe.
This is the one I made back in like early 2021 when I first got on YouTube.
Oh my God.
Cloud.
But
Wow. Kristen says 45 officially filed paperwork to run for president.
Oh,
Whatever. So what?
no.
It doesn't even matter.
I can't go through it again.
You won't have to.
I can't do another election cycle with him and his commercials. Oh my God.
DeSatan's already more popular than him, so I don't think he'll even win it inside his own party.
Well, if he filed paperwork, then he's I gotta get rid of the Hawley thing.
No.
If he filed paperwork, he can't drift off any donations anymore.
Nobody's gonna. Maybe he won't get any more money. Oh, and Murdoch is not going to support him.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Lost
there's
that.
some big money in that. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And, his
Right.
love affair with Putin is probably over, so
Yeah.
there won't
Did
be
you-
any.
Not only is it over, but honestly, I don't think Putin is long in this world either
True.
to make it to through an election period.
Yeah,
So,
I'm
Right.
not with you
Uh,
in that
those
carry.
two,
Says
those two are
Putin's
going down
too
together.
busy to help him. No. But he's not going to get.
Let's
Yeah,
toss a couple. Let's toss a couple. When's this going to happen?
He's going to get indicted anyway. So.
Let's see if we get any timing cards on this
Let's see.
indictment coming.
Yeah. I'm going to say yes. It's happening.
so it was when he's being indicted, right? Is that what the question was?
Yeah. I'm going to see what Andrea's cards have for timing.
I'm gonna get my timing cards out.
Ooh.
Timing cards.
You go, girl.
They're that strange ones.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, he can't avoid jail just because he's running for president, guys.
No.
He can't.
Oh, it's cloudy.
He's still a citizen. He's in enough trouble for the classified documents and just the regular documents as well. So can't take him. So many things. Obstruction of justice and
Sideways.
tax fraud.
Okay.
Oh. Oh man, I like the card I got. I hope it's right.
Someone's flipping on him. Trust the timing.
Okay.
Some kind of agreements. There's some kind of agreement with money yet. Get back time. But when it happens, the bad guy will go sideways with health.
Yeah.
So when he's indicted or whatever, you're going to see a huge health issue. The bad guy goes down. And it also has to do with cooperation with some other world leaders and, it's more than just him. There's more other, like, administration people, things he's done with other leaders, and it has to do with money also with the indictment. So I don't think it's, what do you call it? What's going on now with the documents? I'm not getting nothing but documents. I think the first indictment has to do with other stuff.
There's going to be several. You don't understand.
Right.
It's gonna
But I
be
mean, the documents are still ongoing. You know what I mean?
that one's shut, open and shut, man. That's not even. He's just doing delay tactics, but they have the evidence. So yes, he's in trouble with that. But I've got his star falling.
Mm-hmm.
Star is falling, but he wants to get back in the White House, but it's over with the world. And then I clarified with Andrea's cards, and he wants everybody to love him, but DOJ's making a decision, and they're going to stop him with the red light at the top.
Get her done.
I like
We need
that.
this maniac.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he did make a deal with the Saudis. It's like I'm suddenly waking up.
Yeah. I mean, I get justice, judgment card reversed for him, and this is part of his karma or his destiny.
Yeah.
As far as timing, I did pull the card that says within a year, which is a little vague, but it's funny when my timing cards astrologically is like literally this week or August is what I'm getting here. So I'm wondering, and the last time I did this, I got like within a month or maybe in the spring. Like I keep always getting like two. Maybe that's why I pulled the card within the year. Maybe they're still deciding on the best time.
Right.
Definitely.
Like to get them, like Sheila says, there's going to be more than one. So maybe they're trying to orchestrate how things are going to come out or something. But it's coming out. The one thing for sure is this is part of his destiny. This is his karma, and it's happening. and it's going to be happening in 2023. So
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And I got, he dug himself a hole. These dancing shoes are like the boots stomping on him. And not in a bad way, everyone, just legally.
Yes. Bars.
Dale, so I kid you not, these are what I pulled.
that's
He dug
awesome.
himself a hole, the boots, and timing card next month.
All right.
Now, see,
Well, I don't know about next month, but it's coming.
it's funny though, but I have gotten readings on this in the past that it could be soon, like you said, soon, like meaning like it could be before the end of the year, or we wait.
Maybe inside there are things going on that, they have it ready to go, and who knows what'll, prevent it or help
Could
it
be a
along.
New York thing, maybe something smaller.
Yeah,
So
something
much
interfere with.
evidence. I mean, he just does it in the open, so it's like
Yeah.
it's they have it, and I know they've been wanting to get him forever, and his biggest mistake was becoming president of the United States, because then you're in the government and they know everything that you're doing. So how stupid could you be if you're a criminal? Don't go.
Unfortunately, everyone before always covered up everything.
Well,
It's crazy.
now it's all getting uncovered.
I think it's next month too. Who knows? But I got him in front of the judge. He is the target. So we got this little guy here, and the tree's on fire. That doesn't take long to burn that tree off, right?
Yeah, I'm worried about the koala.
The Mad King, crown goes down. He's in prison.
Right.
So, because in my mind, I asked if it's next month.
Right, and at the bottom of the deck just happens to be
Oh.
it's here again. I don't know how. There you go.
Nice. Yes. Right.
I'm like, I
got the tail, so I mean,
see. Right, I gotta mix this up.
yeah.
I keep.
He dug the hole. And he's going to be. Can't get out of it now.
I forgot this one. He's going to bring a lot of other people down too.
Oh yeah. Well, because he likes to point the finger. He thinks he gets out of it if he.
No, there's a lot of cohorts.
Mhm.
This makes me happy.
Makes you happy?
We're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, her cards are
I don't.
singing
It
today.
might. I just want. I hope and pray, but I was getting that.
On there.
It was like 3 years ago, but I was seeing a date, December 13th.
Ooh.
When I was trying to tap into something,
Mm-hmm.
I keep every time that date's come up the last few years, I watch closely.
Hmm.
I don't know, if it's a couple of years off or whatever, but I'm hoping December 13th it happens, right?
Fingers crossed.
All right, I'm going to use this. Let's see if December 13th.
You want to try that date?
I have it
Did it make
December
any
deck
sense
over
to you?
for 3 cards. Well, I definitely got the Hierophant here.
Government,
Yes.
statisticians, traditions.
I got Ace of Cups
I'd love that.
and Strength.
Strength, that's positive. Those are 3 majors.
I know.
Dang.
And I got this.
Come on.
I'm just pulling them like I can't even.
Is Widow Donnie
See
going to be
him.
sad?
Oh, what's this one? The Hermit. Yeah, he's going to be going away. This is great. I'm just, they're face down. I'm just pulling. What's that one? The High Priestess. Yeah, okay, enough. And now I'm just pulling. So this is its meaning if you keep doing that. All right.
Any insights, Carrie?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Any insights with your pendulum?
Well, yeah, I just looked at the pendulum and it said no for the 13th.
Oh, then I want to tell you.
But I could be wrong with the pendulum. So I don't know. I'm pulling some cards now.
I'm going to try my,
I'm going to use mine.
I'm going to try the old.
Oh, you got the housing rods.
Okay.
All right. December 13th or September?
45 go down in December. That's a yes.
Oh,
December.
in December.
No.
But yeah,
Will Trump go down in December? Yes or no?
I asked the 13th and it went yes to. So who
It
knows?
did. It went, yes.
I have a no.
Christmas.
Yes.
I got a no on the 13th, but I asked about December and I did get the 10 of swords.
I asked about Christmas and it went out with a no.
Maybe I'm just not getting the 13th, but maybe December?
Mm-mm. I'm not getting December.
You're not
And
getting
And
December.
I
Nope.
got,
My
waiting,
God,
waiting for your harvest to come in.
Yes.
And happy, Star of Hope. I feel like it's getting closer.
Come on. Let's just
And
get
that
her
would
done.
be in alignment with my next month.
Destroy the GOP. Let's get her done.
Still going to be soon. See? Soon.
Soon. Yeah, happy.
I'm getting punchy.
Okay.
We're going to hear about it on there.
1:30 already. Texas lawmakers. Okay. Texas question. Texas lawmakers target property taxes, election fraud, transgender people in new legislation.
Oh my goodness.
I did see something, but I don't remember all that. But
Oh, no.
good old Texas GOP, they could have had Beto, but no, they wanted to destroy the country.
Ugh.
All
It's
right.
so disgusting.
New laws in Texas. Can the DOJ step in on some of these laws?
I know. It depends. I guess it depends on the law and what kind
Well, I know, Aries girl.
of.
I really believe. I mean, I've sensed other dates, and it's like it's going to be a surprise when the former guy goes down.
It's going to be champagne popping day. That's what it's going to be.
Texas.
Just like, inauguration day, I was out there celebrating. I had bunting on the house. It was crazy. It's going to be just like that. I'm going to have bunting back on the house. Popping champagne on the deck.
Joe G says December 31st. New Year's surprise?
All right. Will they stop them? A lot of people.
Texas. Good God, these people.
It doesn't tell me anything. I'm going to do this again.
Oh, goodness. They're going to stop them on some of it.
It's
What's
got
that?
the tower, the heart, the
Yeah.
three of heart, three of swords rather, and the emperor. So I feel like some wiser authorities and power are going to step in, and whatever laws they make around that are going to have to find other avenues. I don't think some of them won't stick. Maybe it'll be the courts, the district judges, someone who has to sit and review it locally in the state. But no, some of these are civil rights issues, and they're not going to be able to get it passed.
That's kind of what I'm getting, because I've got Lady Justice here, like the Queen of Swords and the Justice card together. So I feel like they are going to try to stop them. But the final card, though, is they're tied in knots over some of it. Like, I don't know, like
Some of it might be a gray area, and they can't.
Paperwork and procedure, or
Yeah.
I don't know, things that they can do back, appeals, or like, I feel like it's all tied up in the system. But I guess the good news is that I guess that's a form of stopping them. If you get them tangled up in the justice, like at least the people are kind of safe until
the Trump slowdown method.
Yeah, like
Keep it in the litigation process.
But in the little, yeah, like they go in, but they might keep appealing
Yeah.
or whatever it is they do. You know, we know the agenda, right?
We do. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. It's there's federal laws in the book.
Yeah.
You can't. There's human rights, right? So I do have the law coming in with the Queen of Swords, a new lawsuit because of this horrible act. And yeah, I do have positive energy and what do you call it? Like subpoenas and lawsuits, some kind of paperwork coming in. And then I have my death card. So once subpoenas or lawsuits come in from the federal government, positive energy with Ace of Wands, I think it'll end whatever they're trying to do. So I think the DOJ will step in. They have before, and any kind of bad laws.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they will take charge.
Yeah, something's going to happen here with the karma because they're going to add different things in there, different laws. A whistleblower may come forward to say something about it, and they're going to be taking away more rights. It's sort of a mystery as to how it's going to be handled. But I'm so frustrated because I got the past and the present here, and I don't know what the heck this means. But it's just kind of
they look at what passed to use it for the law.
I mean,
right.
It's just
the law is already on the books in the past.
Yeah,
correct.
You can't change federal law on human rights and whatnot.
Yes.
The people are not going to stand for it either, though. So they're going to have some problems because people vote. And even though they try to take away that right, it's not going in place.
Because people vote.
That's another one that they can't really. So
unfortunately, it takes 2 years.
Okay.
Or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
They just voted their governor in for another 4 years.
I know.
Yeah, he's awful.
Wasn't he indicted? Wasn't Abbott indicted?
No, here's AG or whatever.
He has some. He was indicted for some. I read the whole thing, and he's
Abbott.
Yes.
I heard about Paxton, but I don't know about Abbott.
Look it up.
All right.
I read so much about
Good
that.
Lord.
Like unbelievable that he's for entertainment.
I'm escaping Texas winter in Florida.
You're going to go to Florida?
I know. Or Florida is cleaning up too.
Yeah. Security fraud.
Oh, that's right. Cassidy Hutchinson is testifying for Fannie Willis too in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And Mike Flynn has to. That's right. I knew there was a few other names I was missing.
Yeah, that one would be.
That should be interesting.
She's getting them all.
Oh.
Sure wish our January 6th committee could get them all. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
An AG gets everything they want,
Yeah.
but our House committee for January 6th can't get everyone because they don't have good enough laws in the books for inherent contempt or whatever, Anything else that we want to call tonight?
I don't think I have anything else.
That was about it for me.
Yep, that's it for me too.
Yeah.
All right. Card of the day. Bring some lovely knowledge in for the peeps.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
January 6th committee, home for contempt.
I heard something that January 6th committee can turn it over to the Senate. But I don't know. I heard something briefly about it the other day. But
when it goes down, yeah. The Senate could take over the January 6th hearings. Yeah.
Right. So it's not over yet, guys. Yeah, he did defy it. I love how Nanette won't actually type his name. She just says TR.
Okay. Kind of negative cards, but it's always good information. I don't think we're in this community that would be this way, but wait a minute. Fear will be your downfall.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Trumpers and what they believe in. They believe in fear. So anytime anyone's pushing anything negative on you, make sure you use your resignation and don't be a victim. You control your life. Use wise influence. So that's this is like the Jim Jones effect.
Right.
Don't let fear
True.
control you.
Exactly.
And mine is rest. Take a little break. We've all been working hard and we need to relax. And we need to break free of this mass consciousness where we do have fear and all the stuff that's going on, the rhetoric, so that we can find our place of balance and peace. And we have this divine magic. We just had our 1111 portal, and there's extra magical energy that surrounds you in all your situations right now. Expect miracles. So,
Yep.
expect miracles.
I was going to say, I also got rest, repose.
Ooh, see? I want us
You know
to
what
gather our strength together. Gather it.
I just did the one card and I just got this feeling like this
Yeah.
is the time. Just rest, get your strength, because oh man, things are going to start rolling
Oh,
soon.
man, you're giving me
That's
the
like kind of
chills.
what I was feeling.
That's it,
Yeah.
Carrie.
Yeah.
I got the same thing.
All
I
right.
feel the same
Well,
way.
I got the Scarab Beetle Spirit. Magic.
There
True.
you go. I got the
There's the
magic.
Remember, you all have a little bit of magic. And
Every one of us. Yep.
So
that's
everyone's still hanging out. Subscribe to Carrie, Soul Writer, Valerie, Dragonfly Crystals, Sheila, Spirit Messenger, and if you want to, me, whatever works for you, whatever trips you trigger. Blessings for everyone.
Great
A
show.
little bit of
Oh
love
no.
and healing for Rose Blue's brother Tom, going through some cancer problems and
Oh, I'm
chemo.
so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Send some love, healing out there. And blessings, Rose Blue, and your brother Tom.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for hanging out with us. And these whose channel is it on tomorrow night?
Mine.
Sheila's. Whoops.
Yeah.
Wrong direction. I'm backwards.
5 p.m.
Sheila's
Eastern,
channel, Spirit
Yep.
Messenger,
5
tomorrow.
p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Sisters of, oh my God, what's happening to me today?
Mystical Tarot.
Mystical Tarot.
Powerful.
The name changed a few times.
The Empress ladies.
SOMT. Yeah. And we'll probably start bringing on some guests. And of course, hopefully Scott will join us on one of our channels, whoever's got it.
Oh, good Lord. I need a break after my day tomorrow.
To
Another week, sure.
Oh, do you want to come on tomorrow?
No.
You won't
I
be
need a
there.
break.
He needs repose.
I need to get I
Okay.
need to get past Thanksgiving because
Okay.
it's been crazy.
We're probably going to move the time up a little
Yeah.
later too.
Yeah.
So,
Take a brief breath. Love you all. Thank you, Nanette.
thank you, Nanette.
Healing. Keep the faith. Bless you. Bye.